Hey everybody, this is Gamer and Gameless. I'm your host, Zach, and today I am joined by...
Hey, Zach. Pro Zach, you're a happy dude.
I see. That was... I feel like you were waiting to say that.
That's not that bad.
Like in the middle of last week, you're like, yeah, man, let me write that down
like
for
how
the
long
podcast.
have you been like holding on to that one?
So,
I held on to it for a few seconds, and then I said it right now.
Okay.
That's all improv. I'm very improbable. So.
and who are
You're
you?
very improbable.
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 You know it's a good time, Zach?
Hold on.
Sitting in your car, eating some fig Newtons, reading 50 Shades of Grey, and listening to Jaw Rule.
Yeah, I do that as well, but...
Yeah, what happened?
Tell the listeners who you are, because you've yet to do that.
Yes, my name is Aaron Golden. What's up, kids?
Yeah.
Good job.
All right.
I love you.
I love you too.
Does Aaron need another
I don't
5
love you.
minutes to introduce
Okay, I don't
himself, or
love
is he
you at
okay?
all.
I don't
Yeah.
love you at all.
I don't know, Aaron. We gotta wait for Aaron's Titantron video.
Ooh.
That's a wrestling reference.
Tiger Pants. That's my wrestling name. Tiger Pants.
Okay.
Tiger pants?
All right, and the gameless aspect of this show
Who's
is
that? Who's that?
It's Elvin the Gameless.
There's Elvin the Gameless, and the fourth voice you hear is the video game sage herself.
The Master.
No, you guys legitimately. I need to like go get some legal documentation that says you guys cannot call me that.
But it's true.
No,
It
it's,
is true.
It's not at all.
Anyways, what's your name?
Alicia Catherall.
Alicia Cathro.
Alicia the what?
Alicia the video game Cathro.
Cathro.
the
I thought you were going to say
video game?
Cathedral.
No.
No.
That's
The video
where-
game sage. I left out sage.
Speaking
Right.
of Cathedral,
No,
we'll get
not at
into
all.
Diablo 3 later on.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that very elegant foreshadowing.
Oh, I foreshadow all the time.
Yeah,
I don't
every-
even shave that much.
Everybody just hold on because we're going to talk about Diablo.
Wait,
right, Aaron? Is that what you're
what?
saying? To hold on and keep listening?
Oh man, you know that's how it goes, bro. That's how it goes, man.
This guy off the rails quick, and I don't even know what started. it
5
all.
minutes out the gate, not even.
The little engine that could off the rails.
God,
bro.
we're like at 3 minutes in this podcast, and it's already like way
Yeah.
off.
Let me
This
tell
is-
you something.
This
man.
is a bad start. Remember, you can check us out at facebook.com/gamer and gameless. Our new, facebook.com/gamer gameless. Our website, gamergameless.com, or our new shiny Twitter. I'm going to keep saying that.
I
new
thought
shiny.
not shiny.
last week we decided that it wasn't going to be shiny.
But
this
I looked
week.
at it and it's still shiny.
It's
so
still
I have
shiny
to-
as long as it still has that sheen on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Our dull
Is-
looking Twitter?
Dull.
Dole.
It's just it's like. Never mind. I was gonna say a wood reference, but I don't know that many types of wood. I was gonna say
Opaque.
mahogany or something.
No, it depends on the kind of finish you put on it.
Okay, well I don't know that much about wood. I'm not a carpenter.
You should be.
Yeah. But anyways, our Twitter is @GamerGameless. So we're gonna start out the show with what we normally do, which is talking about what we're playing. So, Alicia, you want to start out with what you're playing?
I don't think I played anything this week.
Oh.
I've been like crazy.
You've
busy.
been busy creating new games.
Wait,
No,
is that a question
I've been,
for Elvin?
I've been busy. I've been busy with life. Actually, I think I popped on some Dragon's Crown, but that's about it.
There you go.
Still really good.
Yeah.
Still really, really kind of
Harry.
not hairy, like
Hairy.
just very overly sexualized, but
No,
whatever.
definitely.
What?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
game makes
Yeah, it's
zero
pretty
sense.
it's pretty over the top. Like,
Oh man, it is. And
We're talking
but
about a
it's
video
still
game?
really- yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Video games tend to do that from time to
Oh,
time.
are we talking about
mean,
True Blood or a video game?
We're
Nah.
talking
We're
about the
talking about-
movie.
It's True Blood, the game.
True Blood. True Blood would blush if it looked at some of the way that
What?
some of these characters are dressed. Like
Yeah.
one lady, I'm sure her clothes are held on by
Oh.
magic.
Suck
like,
Suck it.
like she's just willing her clothes to stay on.
Yeah.
But beyond that, still such a good game.
Yeah.
I still really, really, really enjoy it.
No, it was a fun game. Yeah, it's gonna take you. I'm not gonna ruin some like thing that happens later on, but it's gonna take you a while to get through that game, like a very long time.
Like a long time. Okay, I
mean,
might need to.
It's cool though because it's fun. And
Okay.
there's grinding, so that's
I need to
always fun.
still go work some more on my polish stream. The only problem I keep having is I keep collecting bones, and I know you're supposed to, but I'm just like, oh, I found this person, even though they're like a level like below me to resurrect them.
Yeah.
I still resurrect them and just let them go because
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, I'm just gonna bring them back.
Yeah. I actually played that co-op, so like I think you could resurrect people's bones, but I don't think it actually. I think it just like they put them in like a bank for you to play single player. Like they'll just be like AI controlled bots.
Oh,
So-
when you resurrect them in co-op, because I haven't played co-op. I've
Yeah.
just been playing with AI.
well, when you play 4 players,
yeah.
so it does. I think it's just like, oh, this guy had a mustache. If you want to play with him sometime, go for it.
Yeah.
It doesn't say he has a mustache. That'd be a horrible trait
no,
to
they
be
just
remembered
it just
by.
says like the name and their class, and then it'll say all their special abilities. So what I'll do is I'm like, I think I want one of these like dwarves to go with me this time in the Amazon because she has a nice fat booty. And-
Anaconda.
That was a
Yeah.
reference.
I got it.
We got
we
it.
got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, sure you did.
I did get it.
All right, you look at me next time when you get something.
No,
Anyways.
I refuse to.
Or else.
Nope,
Anyways.
forever and never. I will not.
game
But
were
beyond that, it's still a really good game.
Yeah.
I would suggest if you do have PlayStation Plus, go pick it up. Like it's
Yeah, you only
It's
have like
really,
another
really good.
week too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go get it because it's
Or
free.
like another 2
Wait, what
weeks.
game are you guys talking about here?
Dragon's Crown.
Crown.
That was one of the free PlayStation Plus games.
You guys are like talking and describing the game. I don't even know what game you guys are talking about.
We started out by saying Dragon's Crown. So
I'm
don't-
like Dragon's Age. Like is that Dragon's Age?
No,
or is that
No, Dragon's
How to Train
Crown.
Your Dragon 2?
No, that's not
No,
it.
not at all.
Anyways, moving along. Elvin, have you played anything?
I played.
With yourself.
No, I have not actually played with myself.
No. I'm not. It's not sexual.
No.
It's you play yourself.
All right. So did you
Well,
play
anyway,
anything?
no, I have not played anything.
Oh, that's good.
Continue not to play anything, but I am going to try to play something. I told myself I'm going to try to play something next week.
Is there something specific you have your eyes set on, or
No, there's a few free games I know that came in on Xbox Gold, and I want to try something.
That's
Okay.
good.
That's good.
No, because I feel I'm feeling a little
out of the loop?
out of the loop.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I feel like I'm not part of something. With you guys, I feel like
You don't have to be a loner, Elvin. You can
Yeah.
just put on your Xbox One. Many people don't even have an Xbox One. Go ahead and explore. Be Christopher Columbus. Go ahead and see what happens in your Xbox One. And just go to twitch.com or the Twitch app, and you can just find anything that people are playing. Like, you know what? I can play that game. I have potential to go ahead and do that. You know why? Because I'm Elvin.
Aaron, I spent 5 minutes trying to find out how to turn it on.
There's like one
Yeah.
button for that.
Yeah,
That's
where's the button? It's a touch sensor.
It's that white button in front.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, next week, guys, I'm hopefully gonna have something to talk about.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
So me and Aaron both played a game, which we'll get into in a second. But another game I wanted to talk about was I guess it's a game PT. They announced at Gamescom, and it's like the first they're like, oh, it's the first interactive teaser, and they kind of didn't say much about it. But yeah, it is
Yeah.
a very, very, very terrifying game.
Yes, it is. I mean, has anybody out there played it? I'd like to know. Hit us up on Facebook.
Okay, I thought you meant like you were asking for like a direct response.
No.
I was like, I don't think they have a way to talk to them.
When I do this podcast, I think there's an audience in the background. So we'll go ahead and pretend I'm talking to the audience, even though we probably have 5 million viewers listening to us.
Yeah.
Or
5 million
5
viewers?
people. Or 5
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
You got to shoot for the best. If you aim for the moon, you land on the stars. How about that?
Okay.
So anyway, so
Wise words from Aaron.
yeah,
Hey, actually,
every now and
that's pretty deep. If
Yeah,
you
it
aim
was-
for the moon, you could land.
It was a
on
hip hop
the stars.
song.
Oh, is it? Okay. I gave Aaron too much credit too soon.
I actually never heard that song. I read it in a book, probably on something from Forbes magazine.
Forbes is in a
Forbes.
book.
Take a look. It's
That's
in a
like-
book. It's
that's
Reading
like, yeah.
Rainbow.
Yeah, I'm reading this novel here, Nintendo Power.
But don't take my word for it. Doo-doo-doo. Anyway, so yeah, dude.
I don't even know what is going on anymore.
No, let me tell you about PT.
Okay, I thought
All right,
I was gonna
yeah.
tell.
All right, you're laying down in this room. Obviously, something very, very bad happened to you because you got to get up from laying down unconscious in
or
this
you were
room.
just asleep.
Or you were just asleep.
Nobody sleeps on a cold floor unless you're too poor for couches and stuff.
I did in Colombia,
That's because you
And
chose to.
and I had no shoes. No, I was 12. I did not choose to do that.
All right.
At least have a pillow. Okay. Anyway, so he didn't have a pillow. He's getting up from the ground, opens up the door, and you go down this creepy old hallway. You hear a radio going on, and it's a very creepy story from that radio, if you recall, Mr. Zach.
Yeah, it's talking about, I think, some murder that happened.
Yeah, it's
And
talking
that's not
about
cool.
it's talking about a murder of a family that happened. The dad went crazy, and killed the whole family.
Yeah.
It
And he's on the run. He's on the run too, I think.
That sounds like a wonderful time.
Yeah, so I mean, just to kind of set the stage for this is honestly, this isn't much of a game, if you will. There's not a whole lot of mechanics. I think there's like a zoom in button and then like an interact button, and you're just walking through the same hallway over and over again.
Yeah, repeatedly.
But as you go through and accomplish like different like various tasks, like interacting with this, interacting with that, or looking at this,
Or even just walking through.
yeah, different things happen, and it is like, I'll say this, I learned something about myself the day I played that. I am a coward.
Yeah.
like seriously, I was playing it with my brother and sister, and it got to the point where I was just like, nope. Like they're like, Zach, what are you doing? It's nope.
No, can we go with at least you played it? Because let's put it this way. I watched what I ended up doing was watching Patrick Klepek play it, like for his like Spooking with Scoops.
Patrick Klepek
of Giant Bomb.
Yeah.
While I was at work at 2:00 in the afternoon, and I was scared out of my mind.
At
Wow.
Like
2 p.m.
2 p.m. in the afternoon, brightly lit office, surrounded by everyone in my cubicle, and I just feel the hairs on my neck like just standing up, and I'm sitting there like,
But
oh my god, oh my god, oh
Did
my
you have
god, oh my
audio,
god.
though? Do you have audio? Do you hear it?
Yeah, I had headphones on.
Oh, okay.
But I could hear it. I can just see him play, and while he's sitting there, because he's freaking out in the video also, and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm not moving. I'm not leaving this bathroom. I'm not leaving this bathroom. I'm not
Wow.
leaving this
Yeah.
bathroom."
Yeah.
And like
I mean,
just experiencing it with him, like looking at the video, I was freaked out. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, it's 2 in the afternoon. I'm surrounded by people at work, and I'm scared out of my mind.
It sounds like everyone has to man up and realize it's a game.
We're gonna capture you
Yeah,
playing this.
yeah,
Elvis.
let's
oh yeah,
watch you
capture me.
play.
Oh yeah, I'm good to go.
Here,
Let's
look,
watch you
I just-
play.
I wanna-
While
I
you're
just-
talking about
I-
man up. Let's do it this weekend.
Man up. Let's do it.
I just want to say something, Elvin. Something about the gaming culture you might not know that's, I don't know, maybe the last 5 years maybe has become prevalent is like let's plays. Just people playing video games and you watching.
Yeah.
That might not
Twitch.
sound very appealing from your end, but a lot of people like, I mean, and it's a cool way to see like a game that you missed out and everything.
Or if you want to buy a game and see the gameplay.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's a good way to
Oh,
see
good
it.
for
And
you, buddy.
so I've never been like a huge fan of them unless it's in like one of these scenarios. Like I wanted to show my girlfriend a specific part of this one game, Limbo, but I didn't have the game anymore, so I went through that. But the let's plays of this game, like especially like the live ones where you can hear audio of the person playing, it is like priceless.
Really?
Because you understand that, like, I mean, because there's some games that some people find scary and other people don't. Like everyone who has played this game is just horrified.
Yeah.
And these are people who are like into horror games, and they're like, I have not been this scared in a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, what happens when you're going down this hall? The first time you go open the door from the time you're on the ground, you open the door, you go down the hall, and you take a right, you can go down the hall all the way down, and you open the door,
Yeah.
and then you're right back to where you started again. Right,
Yes.
basically from the beginning. And
Yeah.
I think it was like 3 times until I realized there's something I got to do. I hit up Zach, I'm like,
It's
dude,
just
what I
like-
got to do? What I got to do? He's like, dude, you keep... And Alicia, I hit up Alicia too. She's like, you got to look through that little crack in the door.
I don't want you to talk anymore about it because I want Elvin to play
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We should come back this weekend and have you play it and record you
Oh yeah,
playing
yeah.
it.
And then a girl comes out of like a well, and she has long hair, and she goes toward the
No,
TV.
that's the ring.
He's saying the ring.
No, that's the ring.
But yeah, no, I mean, just to like I said, I realize now I'm a coward. I mean, I always knew I was a coward, but it was
I knew
even more
too.
so with this.
I knew too.
All right,
We all knew that you were a coward.
all right, whatever.
That's I mean, me and Zach said we would just go play patty cake while you
Yeah,
guys.
like I was
Wow.
just,
dinner.
I was like, I want no part of this.
I will bring some
Yeah,
cupcakes over and you can play it and we
And-
will
Yeah,
we
Alicia,
will record you playing.
Alicia
it.
and Zach are eating frozen yogurt, and I'm over here watching like scary movies.
Yeah, but yeah, like seriously, I walked away from this game while they were still playing, and based off the audio alone, I was like completely horrified.
Well, dude, on my surround sound system,
Oh,
that
no.
will sound awesome.
No,
dude,
thank
you
you.
know what?
Nope.
We should wait. We should wait till midnight tonight and
Nope.
just play that game. And I'll turn off all the lights. I'll pump up the surround sound. Oh man, it'll be great.
Yeah. Oh
Or-
man.
Or I set up a movie projector in the backyard
And we do it there.
with a 100-inch projector screen,
No.
and we could do it outside.
Oh my god, that would be like the embodiment of fear in my life.
I don't think so. I think if we put it on the big screen, it might take away.
And
from
then
it.
I'll
I
release
don't
like
think so. Being outdoors at night with that on.
And then
I mean,
I'll-
you guys can do it. I gotta go.
no,
home.
no, and then I'll release like cockroaches onto the floor while we're playing
Wait a
for
second.
added effect.
That's Joe's apartment.
Hold on. Wait up. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a second. Okay, a huge part of this game is cockroaches.
So have you
I'm not
watched the live?
No, I
stream of
haven't.
this?
I haven't
let's say
seen
this.
one single thing about this. But
this is
cockroaches
getting
and dark
creepy.
places. No, cockroaches and dark places seem to kind of go together. So
Now that I think about it, at the end when you beat it, it says created by Elvin Zuleta. So
yeah.
yeah, but anyways,
Supervised,
know-
supervised by Alicia Cottrell.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
you didn't know we were in on that
Yeah.
together.
anyways, the other game. Now this game came out. I want to say 2 years ago.
No, wait, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Look at me. Look at my eyes right now. You did not ask me what games I'm playing.
No, I was getting there. I was setting up for it.
You know, I feel left out.
I was
sometimes.
setting up for it. Aaron.
Sometimes I feel left out. You make
Anyways,
me drink out of my red cup.
This next game came out about I want to say 2 years ago. They ported it to consoles and they added an expansion that includes the previous game. Now I played it when it came out like 2 years ago for PC. But Aaron, this is the first time you played Diablo. See, that's what I was doing. I was setting it up for you.
Oh my gosh, it's not the only game I play. You don't even know me sometimes.
Okay, well, let's talk about Diablo and then we can talk about whatever game.
Yeah, all right, well then we'll have a little heart to heart after this.
Why don't we just skip Aaron and go to the next
Well,
important
just shut
thing?
up. All right,
right.
here's what happened. All right, I love you, Alvin. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, whatever.
It's okay. You look great.
Thank
All
you.
right, so Diablo.
Dude, I didn't think I was gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Dude, you know me. I'm a first-person shooter. I love sports games.
I love how he said, I'm a first-person shooter.
I'm a first. Yeah, dude. I'm over there, first person to get up, man.
Yeah, man, I'm Titanfall and Call of Duty.
Yeah, I think about myself. I'm first person. Anyway, so I do that.
Okay.
Shoot 'em up, blah blah blah. But then everybody's like, "Aaron, you gonna get Diablo?" I'm like, "No." Are you? Other friends like, "You gonna get Diablo?" I'm like, "Maybe." The other friends like, "Bro, I'm gonna get it like right now. We should play." I'm like, "Well, I do have a $40 credit on PSN because of my birthday last
Dun
month."
dun dun.
Anyway, went ahead and picked it up, and dude, I didn't realize that I really, really like ARPGs.
That's action RPG for the uninitiated.
I was about to ask what that was. I thought it was AARP.
It's for retirement people.
Exactly.
Hey,
You just took my
AARP.
You took my joke.
Yeah, I wish I can get the Club 55.
You guys
at
are talking
Denny's.
about Diablo 3, right?
Yeah.
Diablo 3. So the full name is Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil. All right. Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls Ultimate Evil Edition.
Man.
Wow.
That is a mouthful.
I know a guy who worked on that game.
Was his name Diablo?
No, his name was Jason.
Was his name 3?
Was his name Alicia?
No, his name was Jason. He actually signed the box. I know he worked on the PC version. I'm not sure about the console port.
So,
Yeah,
anyways,
dude.
your thoughts?
Man, my thoughts are tremendous. Stupendous. I love this game. And I didn't think I would. And I like being surprised. You know why? Because it feels good to be surprised, bro.
It's like, you know why I like being happy? Because you're happy?
You know why I like? Do you know why I like food? Food.
Yeah.
yeah, we're going to have food later. Anyway,
yeah.
I picked the Crusader. And my name on there is called the Butt Crusader. Why is that? Oh, what's that? Is that wrong? Is that bad? That's hilarious to me. I'm
Okay.
going around trying to save the world, and I'm known as the Butt Crusader.
That's pretty cool. I guess
That's very
pretty cool.
Aaron.
I just wouldn't tell people I was the Buck Crusader.
No, go ahead and add me, Butt Crusader.
Actually, it only works through your PSN. You know what the sad thing? I hate to shatter your dream.
I know.
This
I
is
know.
something I found out is when you play online, it shows on your based on your PSN name. So it's gonna be whatever your PSN name is.
So wait,
It
no
is.
one knows he's Buck Crusader
Unless
only
he
himself?
plays with people who are right next to him.
Oh, that sucks. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Buck
No,
Crusader.
I know the Butt Crusader pretty well. I've leveled him up pretty well. We go ahead and we slay zombies and stuff, and we just
Yeah.
try to upgrade ourselves and keep winning. That's
so
what we do.
you're just a smelly dude fighting and
Well, I don't think I'm smelly. Maybe I am from
you're
all
the,
the,
you're
probably
the
from
Buck
the
Crusader.
blood.
You're the Buck Crusader.
He's smelly from all of the
All the
people
butts.
he's killing.
Man, it's a great name, and I laugh every time I play. The best part about creating a character is having fun because of that name you chose,
Yeah.
and you just watching your character have a good time. You know, it's like you're entwined with yourself.
Like you like butts.
Yeah, no, not really. You know, well, I guess.
But
So.
anyways, anyways, I know that feeling because I played World of Warcraft. I'm one of those people, and there was a class called a Death.
What do you mean those people?
He's a wowhead.
There's a former wowhead, which I'll probably get back into very soon. But that's part of the news. But so we'll leave that aside. I had a class called a Death Knight, which sounds intimidating, and he's like, oh, it's called a Death Knight. So I was like, I want to make him give him the most unthreatening name, because there'll be people who would be like Dragon Slayer, Skullface.
Yeah,
mine's was just Dental Floss. So I'm like this big dude with like blue eyes and all this crazy armor. It's just Dental Floss. But anyways, so you dig it, Aaron.
Yeah, man, I dig it. I feel like I'm Christopher Columbus trying to figure out where I gotta go.
That's a second Christopher
Seriously,
Columbus
just
reference.
stop with the analogies and just tell me what you like about it.
I'm trying to tell you what I like about it, bro.
You like all right.
Man,
continue.
You don't give me the benefit of the doubt sometimes, sir. I like to have the benefit of the doubt, and that's good enough for me. I feel like I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going to kill some stuff. That's all I know, and I gotta level up my character. Look, dude, read what I had to search on my YouTube. Read it for me out loud.
How to get to Royal Crypts, and then the rest is cut off.
Yeah, because I didn't know how to get there.
Yeah.
I was spending a whole hour in the wrong place.
Man.
Well, you
sucked.
should have navigated like Christopher Columbus navigated the ocean.
You know,
right.
what he did, he just found something and said, bam, America. Or I guess that's the wrong story now.
I don't,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
You know what? Pilgrims are awesome. Chicken is great. Just go ahead and buy Diablo 3.
No idea.
Did you
Wasn't
get
the
it?
Pilgrims.
Are you playing it on PlayStation 4 or PS3?
I'm going to make you happy because you're a PS4 fanboy.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
And
Agree to disagree.
And she would be a fan girl.
Yeah, I am not a male or a PlayStation fangirl. So.
You're a PS4
No,
person.
you're more of a
No,
Wii,
I'm
aren't
not.
Yeah,
I'm a
if
Nintendo
anything, If
fangirl.
anything, she's
Nintendo.
more of a Nintendo.
I keep saying it.
I don't listen to you that much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clearly.
So anyway,
which system are you
I got it on
playing
PS4.
Okay.
I got it on PS4, and
Good for you.
and me and my buddies are gonna have a good time. And you know, football season's coming up, and so in between them, play some Diablo 3, bro.
you? That had nothing to do with football.
Nothing, not related in the slightest. But anyways, so like I said, I played it on the PC, and I mean, I definitely dug it on the PC. I put a lot of time into it, but once I actually started playing the console one, you can kind of notice how much more, I don't want to say effort they put into it, but they made it a lot more streamlined. Like the way the loot system works, Aaron. Now it's called Loot 2.0. You wouldn't know this because you didn't play it before, but like it was a lot harder to get good gear because it's like, all right, if you said you're the Crusader, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The primary stat is like strength.
The Buck Crusader.
Yeah, if you get something that says plus strength, that's going to increase all your damage. But if you get something that's plus intelligence, that's a trait for another class.
Exactly.
So it was frustrating because I don't know how much has happened to you now, but before you would always get like gear and armor and stuff that didn't help you at all. And it still happens, but not to the same extent. But there's just a lot of really small things they did with it. And like one of the things I love the most is the like the social features. I don't know if you've actually experienced this yet. So they have something called the Nemesis system, right? Which is the second game this year that has a system called the Nemesis system
in it.
and it's probably just going to keep happening. But the way it works, right? Say me, you, and Alicia are all on each other's friends list, and we all have Diablo, right?
Yeah.
Say she's playing and she gets killed by an enemy.
Okay.
That enemy will randomly show up, and like you'll be playing, and like a portal will open up, and this enemy will jump out, and it'll say Nemesis, Slade, and then Alicia.
Okay.
And then there'll be like a shadowy like clone of her, and if you
Right. Yeah, I remember
and they'll
that.
be stronger. So if you kill them,
Yeah.
you get you get a lot of experience points and you get like
Nice.
bonus drops.
Nice.
But you also, and this is another thing I like, is you also get like a gift. It drops. It'll say a gift for, and like it'll say like Alicia's name, so you can send that to her, and that will like hold like an item. So and what could happen
Nice.
is if she gets killed by someone,
Yeah.
that dude now jumps to your game and kills you, and then
Really?
if that dude kills you, he'll jump to my game. So like. That's yet to happen so far. So far,
Yeah.
I've only seen like it happen like with one person. But yeah, a lot of cool features like that make it like super duper addicting. But
Yeah, I mean, it has so much. I mean, a lot of people have been playing this already on PC and PS3. And,
yeah,
dude, I like I said, I'm new to ARPGs like this, and I'm really in love with it right now, and I'm having a great time, and I'm just looking forward to getting my character where it needs to be.
yeah,
Getting some great weapons. I do have a couple questions though. I mean, there's a weapon that's I guess the power of a 17, and for whatever reason, I can't use it right now.
So it's either because like they'll have some like, all right, there's like a wizard class,
Yeah,
and if you see a staff, only wizards can use staffs.
because it has this like red yellow thing on it. It's like I don't know. I won't let me equip it.
All right, we'll talk about it after.
Okay,
I'll help you
Some
out.
of you guys might have this problem out there. We'll figure it out for you.
Yeah, so it's
Also, I
usu-
just ordered
it's-
this game right now while we're sitting here.
You did?
talking.
Nice.
It's about time. I
it'll
don't think
be-
I influenced you.
No, you didn't.
Look at
not at all.
Okay.
It will be at my house by Saturday.
Really nice.
Thank you, Amazon.
I downloaded it.
But I'll just say
Amazon Prime.
I'll just
Yeah,
I'll just
buddy.
say this in case anyone else is out there questioning. There's one of two reasons why you can't equip it. One, your level's not high enough. B,
Probably what it is.
Or two, I said one, your level's not high enough. B, I switched my numbering
B.
system. Either level requirement or class requirement. All right,
And then you're
so-
like square.
Or if you're called Buck Crusader, maybe the game won't just give it to you
yeah,
because you're
'cause
stupid.
I'm upset with that
I
name.
know it's a great name. Let's
Yeah.
all have
All right.
some brunch.
So, all right, all right. So we're gonna transition into the news. Since this is the week after Gamescom, there's not a whole lot of news. But all right. So to start out, Sucker Punch actually reported that they're gonna have some layoffs pretty soon. And if you guys don't know who Sucker Punch is the studio behind Infamous, all the Infamous games, and all the Sly Cooper games. Now, like I found this interesting. I mean, it's it sucks for them and everything, but I found it interesting because I thought, Infamous was really well received,
Yeah.
because like when both the PS4 and the Xbox One came out, there weren't a whole lot of games for them. There
there
weren't
wasn't.
a whole lot of exclusive games.
No, yeah.
The first like really super big one that Xbox had was Titanfall.
Yeah.
And the first really big one that they
Infamous.
had some launch ones, but like they didn't have as much appeal around them as
How can we forget the game Knack?
Knack was quite the game. But Killzone came out too, and Killzone I actually liked Killzone, but I don't think it was too well received.
Dude, I didn't like it, man. I didn't like Killzone 3 at all.
I liked not 3. It was called Shadowfall or something like that.
Isn't that what it is? Shadowfall?
No, it's
No,
no.
those are two different.
Yeah, there was an
The
actual.
one that came for PS4.
Yeah, it's Shadowfall.
Shadowfall.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
There was an actual Killzone 3, but
Okay, my bad.
anyway, the moral of the story, I wasn't expecting this because, like I said, I thought it was really well received. In fact, they're doing Infamous Second Light, which they announced at E3, and that's coming out pretty soon. So just kind of, it sucks whenever there's someone losing their job, but especially like a studio that I thought was doing really well, because Infamous was really well received, if only for the fact that it was one of the few exclusives on the system, you know what I mean? And especially during spring. So,
Yeah.
Well,
usually when these things happen, it's because they either don't have any other projects in the pipeline,
Yeah.
like that aren't big. Second Light is probably super far along, and they don't need
yeah, I think comes
the
out.
rest of that staff. So when you're sitting there and you're like looking around, it's all these people sitting there doing nothing,
Yeah.
and they're getting paid. You're just like, all right,
Could
we're
I
gonna
ask?
make some cuts.
Could I ask a question?
What's up?
Let me ask you, what's the biggest studio? Game studio.
I know.
Oh, it doesn't have to be. I don't need exactly, but what's a big one? Like, what's a major one?
Well, like the
Bungie's a big one.
Bungie's big. Ubisoft.
But Ubisoft is more of like a publisher.
Shut it down.
Well, yeah.
They
well,
have, they
I
have
mean,
like their subsects, like Ubisoft Montreal.
Montreal. But like the team that's working on that next Assassin's Creed game,
Yeah,
is
it's probably one of the
huge.
Ubisoft studios.
All right, so
Yeah.
okay, so let's say Ubisoft. Okay, how many people work for these companies, like in Ubisoft? Do you think, if you know?
See now, like I
Alicia,
said,
you're a CEO
Yeah.
there. So
yeah, I'm gonna
how many people do you employ?
I'm gonna
at
give the
Ubisoft?
Thousands there.
I'm gonna give the
Can't be
my
thousands,
perspective
dude.
of it, and then Alicia, since she employs all of them.
Yes.
I do not.
I want to say there's like, because there's Ubisoft as a publisher, they publish games. Then
Right.
there's like Ubisoft Montreal, so they're a studio, they're like an actual developer. So there's a difference between the two.
Well, this is why I ask, not to be too vague. You're talking about layoffs, okay? And I might not know a lot about games, but I know about companies and I know about structure. When you say layoffs, what are you talking about? Are you talking about 100 people, 10 people, 3 people? You guys talked about small studios that only have 5 or 6 or 10 people that worked on one game.
Yeah.
Is that considered a studio, or is that considered like some offshoot, something else?
That'll be an indie studio. So
Yeah.
like the people who make Transistor, they're an indie studio.
How many
And
people were involved in
I
that?
think that was like 10 people.
Okay, so now the company you're talking about,
He's talking about
Sucker Punch is
Sucker
much
Punch
bigger.
okay, bigger.
is much bigger.
Hundreds?
Yeah.
Hundreds.
I would
Okay.
say there's hundreds, but we don't know exactly how
Well, why
many.
don't you
Yeah,
open
and
your address book?
We don't know how many people are getting laid off.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you get into these things where sometimes they're closing whole studios, and so they're laying off hundreds upon hundreds of people.
Yeah.
But just to get an idea, I mean,
Well,
when you hear the news about different companies, they go, "Oh, Ford is laying off 5,000 people," and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
"Oh, Dell's
usually,
laying off 2,000 people." I'm just wondering what's
Usually-
considered a big layoff.
usually they report the number. Like they'll say,
Okay.
like I can't remember exactly, but we talked about on a podcast a few podcasts ago, like maybe a month ago, is how Microsoft let a whole bunch of people go ever since the acquisition from Nokia. And that's like a lot of tech people and stuff because they're overlays. So
Yeah.
they gave, I don't remember because it was like over a month ago, but they gave a number. Sucker Punch didn't, but it had to be substantial enough for it to make news. You know what I mean? If just one guy got laid off, that's just one guy getting laid off.
They
you
wouldn't
know?
mention it at all.
Yeah, because I'm just, before I met you guys, I didn't really know, or I didn't know the industry at all. And I'm being here all the time and going through the site and helping add whatever I can. I'm starting to see how big and sometimes how small the gaming industry actually is.
Yeah, like we talked about a game that came out called it came out a long time ago called Fez, but it was free this month for PlayStation Month.
Yeah.
Fez.
What was that noise?
Aaron doesn't like Fez.
Okay.
That's his way of saying that.
Is that the Buck Crusader making a noise?
So Fez, if I'm right, was 2 people.
Probably.
So and that was a studio.
Yeah, because you have to be a studio to publish it.
Okay, yeah, because
I'm sorry, to develop
Yeah, because
it,
you're
so.
talking about layoffs, and like if one guy leaves there, that's half of the studio was laid off. He went to lunch. Oh shit, half of the studio's gone.
Well, I think there were.
Well, because
there's more than that.
I think in the case of Fez, I think there was 2 people originally working on it, Phil Fish and then another guy.
Yeah.
And then the other dude left, or they got in an argument, and they
So
brought
half
in
of the
they
company
brought in
just
a third
went away.
yeah, but he brought in a third person to replace him, aka a second person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have small studios like this, but there's like thousands of people. Like I think I can't be certain about this, but I think they used the word 1,000 describing how many people worked on the last Assassin's Creed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Really?
a lot of. I mean,
Yes.
and I'm like, I've showed you the Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
I've showed you.
it's amazing.
I
It's
showed you
amazing.
AC4, but AC4 is a huge. Like it is ridiculous how big that game is. The stuff you can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And now in the next one, there's even more.
And
Like
there's gonna be
they've
2 of them.
they've said like we've had to add more people to our staff to do. It's Unity, right? It's Unity.
Unity!
Because they keep announcing all these different
yeah. So
names of all these different
Unity
Assassin's
Unity
Creed games.
is the French Revolution one, and
Yes.
it's current gen.
And that's
then-
the big one that they bought more people in to work on
And then Rogue is the one for previous
for
gen.
previous gen.
So that's
yeah.
for 360.
And then there's
PS3.
another one that's coming out that's all boat combat or something.
Well, I think it's that. I think but I don't know if it's all. I don't. So Rogue isn't all naval combat, but they did bring it back for that. So yeah.
Well, anyway, sorry to bring that up. I want to put it in context. Like, what are layoffs? It could be one person. It could be a million people.
Yeah,
I'd
you're
like
not
to know
gonna
what that
you're
is.
not gonna hear about one person if it's. You're not gonna hear about one.
I know,
person.
but see, when you say there's layoffs, there's major layoffs. I don't know what a
If
major
it
layoff
was
is in
a-
a company
yeah.
for in a gaming
in a gaming
studio.
sense.
Yeah.
No. If it was a smaller company and they're having layoffs, they would just probably close the studio. But in this case, it's gonna be something substantial for the simple fact that it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a sense of the industry. You know, I want to know. Maybe after the podcast, you could show me if it says anywhere how many people
Yeah.
were
So
laid off.
I'll look up Microsoft when they laid off how many they gave a number. I can't remember.
Yeah, you talked about the studio here on the
in
west
LA,
side,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But the infamous studio Sucker Punch, they didn't give a number.
Oh, okay, got it.
They probably don't want people to panic yet.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that movie was pretty good.
I didn't like Sucker Punch very
You know,
much.
I liked it. I wish we could
Wait, are
see
you
her
talking
dance
about? Are you
more a
talking
little
about
bit.
Sucker Punch?
Yeah,
He's
the
talking
movie.
about Sucker
Oh,
Punch,
not the video game studio.
No, not the video.
No,
He's
we're
talking
not.
about
We're the movie
game.
podcast now.
Yeah, I wanted her
we're
to
gonna call
dance a
this
little bit more
Cinecast.
to see what she can do because she was memorized. Everyone was like mesmerized by, oh man, she can dance. Now we don't know what we're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about this movie because I really didn't like that movie that much.
Okay.
All right.
So
I thought it was
you're
all
alone.
right.
You're alone on
No,
this
no,
one.
I
man.
didn't say it was great. That was cool.
Anyways, on some positive and relevant news.
Yeah.
So this weekend only, 2 games are going to be free on Steam. Steam. Borderlands 2 and Dishonored.
I saw a post on that on
Yes.
our Facebook page. Was it Facebook or on our website?
Those are on our website and Facebook.
Website and Facebook.
Synergy.
Synergy. And on Twitter?
Yes.
Okay. And on Facebook?
Are we just going to keep naming different social media
I'm
sites?
just trying to be relevant in this podcast. I don't. I'm trying to talk a little more. So please,
Stop talking.
Okay, I'll stop now.
No, I love
Anyways.
you. No, you keep talking. buddy.
Anyway, so
Thank
these
you.
2 games are going to be free for the weekend.
So I know what you're doing this weekend is playing those games.
Are you talking to me?
I mean, just like
I thought you were talking-
audience out there.
I don't think
Aaron's
they're,
audience.
I don't think they're going to respond.
Aaron's audience out there.
All 3 people that listen to Aaron on this
If you
podcast.
want to be part of Aaron's Angels, let me know. I will go ahead and hook you up and give you the 411 before the podcast.
The
happens.
Aaron Golden Street team.
The Aaron Golden Show. How about that?
All right. Anyways, so these 2 games are both going to be free on Steam. I'm actually really surprised about the Borderlands. Dishonored, I kind of understand because it's free for 360 right now with the games for gold. But I mean, Borderlands, that kind of came out of nowhere.
Well, they're probably trying to get you hyped for the next
For
one.
the pre-sequel,
The-
yeah.
for the
That's what I was
pre-sequel.
thinking. And to go along with that, I'm not sure about Dishonored, but Borderlands is going to have a 75% discount on it for the weekend.
Well, how much is Borderlands 2 without it being free?
I don't know. On Steam, the prices change pretty frequently.
Yeah, that's why
Are
everyone
we
loves Steam.
$5, $40,
Yeah, 'cause-
$60?
I mean,
It's probably. I mean, this is a total 100% guess because I want to say it's probably like 30.
Oh, okay. No, well, so
Maybe?
it's free is good then.
Yeah, well, it's free for the weekend.
Yeah, yeah. Is one weekend enough to enjoy that game, or do you need to?
well, no,
So-
you can go and download it, right?
Yeah. So the thing is with this game
Oh, it's free. Like you download and you keep it.
for 2 days.
Okay. Yes.
Because I believe you have to log into Steam to access it.
Yeah, but I thought if you're downloading it, you get to keep it forever for free.
That'd be awesome.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I could have swore because that's how Steam works.
Yeah, but I don't think they would give the game for free though. Anyways, we'll look into this after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should shut up.
Yeah.
No, those are relevant questions.
Anyways, actually today, Thursday, they revealed, and this is something I'm really, really excited about. I don't know how you guys care or feel about it. They showed the multiplayer for Metal Gear 5. And Metal Gear 5 looks like it's going to be like one of the most amazing games. I'm a super hardcore Metal Gear fan, but they kind of alluded to it in their Gamescom press conference. Gamescom press conference. Wow, that was hard to say. They showed that like you're creating your mother base and you can customize it and like put like just create the entire structure and all of that. And they during the conference they showed like your base get attacked and they're like that's another player, but we're gonna leave that alone for now. And I'm like, oh man, I wanted to know what that was all about. So pretty much the trailer or the footage they showed was you actually attacking another person's base. So you can go through all this effort to make your mother base and it can get attacked and stuff. And yeah, it showed how the person set up like different cameras and turrets and all of this. So it's seriously just like your own personal Metal Gear Solid stage. So it looked awesome. And at first I was a little nervous about it because when they showed it showed him like attacking this other person's base and he's like fighting all their guards and stuff. But I was like, where's the other person? If it's kind of like you can only attack someone who isn't there.
Yeah.
But then they showed like the main character walking and then like it showed Snake walking and then like a rocket hits in front of him and you're like, oh, what was that? And you look up and it's the other character and I was like, oh, and then they're like, yeah, that's exactly what I was screaming like that. And yeah, so that looks awesome, but they kind of cut it off there and they didn't give too much detail. And this is kind of why I'm concerned about, I know this is random, but why I'm concerned about when Silent Hills is coming out, because the same creator, Hideo Kojima, is working on that. But Metal Gear Solid 5 it's been in development for a while. And there's
How long is a while?
I don't know when it officially started, but I think they revealed it maybe like a year and a half ago, maybe 2.
So when you say reveal, they just said, "Hey, we're going to make this,"
or they'll show some type of footage, even if it's like a teaser.
Okay, so they could have been working on it even before that.
Yeah, most likely they have.
Okay.
It's like they flashed us or something, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, that if that helps.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, like Kojima has said like on multiple occasions that hey, this game is gonna be like super duper huge, and like he's actually, I mean, this is it's a little obnoxious thing to say. He said he's afraid that it's gonna be too big.
Oh wow, yeah. Oh well, yeah. I'm afraid it's gonna be too big.
I'm afraid I made too
I'm
much.
afraid
game.
of too much success. You know, let's hopefully it's not as big as
Yeah.
I want it to be. Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm excited for that. Even though it's probably not gonna come out till like 2022.
Yeah.
Next piece of news is the World of Warcraft expansion.
Wow.
They revealed the expansion. They showed different stuff on the expansion in the past, but they showed like the opening cinematic. And whether or not you care about these games, all these cinematics are like amazing.
Really?
Like some of the best graphics I've
Hey,
ever seen.
you know what? I've been enjoying all the trailers that we post.
Yeah.
I like the trailers, man. It's like watching a trailer for a movie. It's really cool.
Yeah. So
I'd like to see the WoW trailers. If
Yeah.
you don't mind showing me
absolutely
later. If you're not too busy creating video games with Alicia.
No, that's all her.
Okay.
Yeah, but along with the opening cinematic, which was awesome, by the way, they gave a release date for it, and ever since their last expansion, there's kind of been like a dry spell, as there usually is, as far as like new content and stuff. For a game that requires you to pay monthly, it's kind of important to keep adding content, you know. So the release date is going to be November 13th.
Does anyone here play WoW?
My girl does.
Yeah.
I haven't in like a year or 2,
Alicia?
but I put substantial amount of time prior.
I never got into. I never had a PC powerful enough to do it.
Okay. Oh, so you have to have a powerful PC?
No, you don't.
Well, no, I mean
Video game
now
card.
you
So Alicia
now
just-
you don't. But when it came out,
Oh, so
like,
so
I
Alicia
never-
just has a real terrible old PC, is what you're saying.
When
Yeah, I don't even have a. I have a MacBook Pro now, and I can play it now, but I got it in a mouse or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think it came out in 2005. It came
Yeah,
out
when
a long time
when
ago.
it originally when Vanilla WoW came out.
Vanilla Ice, bro.
No, when Vanilla WoW
Random.
came out, I didn't have a computer powerful enough to run
Yeah,
it.
and as kind of like one of the issues I have with computers is just kind of they kind of always update so frequently it's like impossible to keep up with the newest specs.
Yeah.
You know, so because WoW stayed in its lane, like as far as its visual fidelity and stuff, you kind of almost any computer. I don't want to say any computer can run it, but you know, the requirements stayed the same, whereas the accessibility to the specs raised. Do you get what I'm saying?
I understand. Is there any mode in WoW where you could lower the
You can lower
the
everything.
processor or the graphic? Yeah, because I would think if I were, it's Blizzard, right? That makes it.
Yeah.
If I were Blizzard, I wouldn't expect every single person to have a supercomputer. I'd want to sell my game to everyone that has just a regular computer.
Well, I think whatever you need the base to run it now, like pretty much everyone's computer.
Everyone's at the standard, right?
Everyone is at standard right now, just for the lower base.
Yeah,
So,
because the
like,
standard computer now comes with 4 gigs or 8 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
And that's more than enough.
Yeah.
But, you know, you also gotta consider like the video card and stuff like that.
Yeah, but a lot of integrated video cards now are like
Are
1
sufficient,
gig. You know,
yeah. And they made it. I want to say like a couple years ago they made it so you can play it on Apple without having to do boot camp or any of that. Other stuff.
You couldn't do it on a Mac?
No, it was PC only for a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how a lot of
Well,
console games are.
but you know, the Windows still has 97% of the market share, so it really
Exactly.
who cares?
I have an update on the Borderlands thing. Zach is right. It's only for this weekend, but if you like it also and you're playing it this weekend for Borderlands 2, if you decide to download it for Steam, you can buy the game itself for $5 because it's 75% off.
Okay.
Wow,
Or you
$5.
Or you can get the Game of the Year edition for $10, which is what I suggest getting because that comes with like all of the DLC.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great deal. That's like a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a Happy Meal.
It's like it's like yogurt
Yeah.
at Pinkberry
Okay.
with a little, not too much toppings though. You might go over the 5.
Yeah. I mean, but there's a realistic possibility. No, like me and Alicia both played Borderlands a lot. That game, and especially if the Game of the Year edition comes with all the DLC.
Yeah,
I don't know if
it comes with the DLC and it says Captain Scarlet. I hated that one, by the way. I didn't like that one very much. Creature Slaughter Dome, Mr. Torque's Campaign of Carnage, which was the best. If you like wrestling, that's like the best freaking one possible. I laughed so hard at that one. You get the Necromancer pack, which is the character.
My favorite.
And you also get Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt and Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep, which is super fun. Because there's a gun that shoots swords.
So $10, good
awesome.
deal.
Oh, it's a amazing deal.
Like, to give you an idea, right? This is gonna sound like a weird like comparison, but it's a lot like Diablo, where Diablo has the standard game in it, but a lot of it becomes the post game. Where Diablo, you beat the game, it's like, okay, now try these other classes. Now level my character up past it. Like I beat the first campaign of Diablo, like the first.
Yeah.
I beat it all the way through. But there's so much additional content. Like the max level you can hit, I think it's 60 or 70. And then after that, there's something called a Paragon level, which Paragon levels are like additional levels. Yeah. And I think like maybe like a week ago, somebody was the first level 1,000 Paragon level, which I don't know.
How many hours did that take?
A lot.
Oh, man.
Because like every time you level up, the experience like requirement gets higher and higher.
Wow.
So this person who hit level 60 or 70, I can't remember which one the max one is, but plus 1,000 more levels that are sequentially bigger. But anyway, the comparison between that and Borderlands is that's how Borderlands is. Borderlands is about getting better gear, getting better like loot and all this, and getting better guns, and then like
shields.
Even Borderlands 2 has this kind of like metagame type thing like that, where I think it's called the badass rank, where in addition to just leveling up normally, and whenever you level up, you can like allocate a point in different like skill trees and stuff. But there's also this thing called Badass Rank where they have like various challenges that give you points. Like it's like, all right, kill 10 of these guys, shoot 5 barrels, and you get like points for this. And every time a separate meter goes up, you get to put like a point in one of like 4 randomly generated stats. Like one of them might be like reload speed or grenade damage or health regeneration. So it's like, seriously, the content like never ends.
I was gonna ask you. I have a dumb question. You know, when I played games back in like 1952,
first I was trying to wait. I was like, is he gonna exaggerate?
Every game had a beginning and every game had an end. But these games they go on forever and ever and ever.
Well, with Borderlands in particular, there is a beginning and there is an end.
There is, okay.
But
side missions.
These are like the extra DLC and stuff like that. They're basically like Aaron said, they're like side missions. So what I was talking about, like the badass creator of Badassitude, it's basically like, oh hey, this character in the game decided that he wanted to make arena battles. Okay. And so you as your character go to this arena and you have to prove, because there is a vault on top of the arena, you get whatever's in the vault as long as you kill the top 5 badasses there. And so like you go and you have to fight these people to get what's in that vault.
Yeah. So they
call you out and they're like, oh, the Vault Hunter, you know, he's a punk, blah blah blah.
He's
so you have to go and basically defend your title.
I'll get you, Buck Crusader.
That level, if you if you like wrestling, that level is the best because it reminds me of nothing but like WCW, WWE, because they're just talking smack to you constantly.
That's awesome, dude.
But like either way. Like if you get the Game of the Year edition or the non-Game of the Year edition,
the $5 or $10,
it's still a ridiculously good deal. Both
what a great deal.
I would honestly say spend the extra $5 because there's definitely so much extra content in the Game of the Year edition that is just it's like.
Well, I want to see a trailer for this. Which one of you three will show me a trailer of this?
I'll show you.
We'll show you a trailer.
Yeah, we'll do it collectively.
I want Aaron to show me.
We'll all left click at the same time.
I want to get closer to Aaron. I want to create a bond between me and him.
You can't see me right now because I'm looking through the microphone of life.
It's called a pop filter.
The microphone of life.
He's in a sea of emotion.
But yeah,
it's all black right here. I just can't see through it. I feel like I'm one of those flies that, you know, like a million eyes.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're on the fence about this game or you've never quite seen the appeal, just try it on Steam. Even if your computer isn't that good, at least you can try it out, because these are one of these games, and this was my whole thing with Destiny, and it plays honestly a lot like Destiny. Yeah. The tone is totally different, but it plays a lot like Destiny. It's like a first-person shooter, but it has a lot of RPG elements. But just try it out, and like there's very few people I know, of course, obviously there are people in the world, but there's very few people I know that don't love this game. Like it really is an addicting game.
Hey, it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. So anyways, on to our last piece of news for the week. they announced that there will be 2 free maps for The Last of Us.
Yeah.
And the reason why they did this is for fans, like a fan service or like almost like an apology, because
An apology.
yeah,
Yes.
because the wait times, the match, whenever you try to find a match, call matchmaking.
It takes a while.
It takes a long time, and me and Aaron both saw that when we played.
Yeah.
It was like there was times where we were like, did it freeze? And it's like, nope, just still looking for.
Oh wait, so it's trying to populate the map with other players? Is that why it takes so long?
Well, I mean, I don't know why it takes so. I guess they don't. I don't know why it took so long. I don't know if
They
were
might be
having
bad at servers.
Yeah, maybe they have a bad server issue,
Oh.
or maybe it was just bottleneck because it was like the first couple of days.
Yeah.
But yeah, we like it would like they would literally say searching for best game, and then
great.
after like the best possible game, like one that's just started, one that has like a good connection, one that has.
In
players.
reality, it's like searching for any game.
No. That's what I was getting at. It literally says searching for best game, like people your level and everything. And then after that, it's like searching for good game. After that, it's like after like 10 minutes, like searching for okay game. And it's like, all right, man, searching for any possible game.
Yeah.
And then the
15
fifth
minutes
one,
later, are you still alive?
yeah, the fifth one is like somebody please.
Press a button to show us that you're still
Elvin,
playing
I know you're
this.
there.
Yeah, seriously.
It's just like, Aaron, please don't leave. You're trying to leave.
Yeah, so I mean they were pretty bad. I mean, they weren't the worst ever, but they were pretty bad. Like we'd be waiting for like 5 or 6 minutes.
Oh, that's crazy. I remember. I think Aaron, were you complaining about the Titanfall loadout time
I
at
don't
one point?
They start from at least the countdown is there. You start from like sometimes even 75 seconds or 60 seconds, but you can see it counting down. So you can
Yeah, but 6 minutes is crazy.
Yeah.
6
No,
minutes
not
is
6.
nuts.
I'm talking about 60 seconds.
No, but
No,
I'm
but
just
Zach
talking.
just said
I'm
60
talking
seconds.
about yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and in all fairness, that was on like the first, I believe. That was the first night we played it when it came out, right?
Yeah, we thought that would. It's probably happened anyway. Maybe not a lot of people are buying the game just now, and maybe not a lot of people are not going to buy the game because they had it on, PlayStation 3.
Well,
but
I mean, it sold really well. I'm pretty sure I read it was the best-selling game of July.
yeah, but I
So
think a lot of people when they bought it, they want to play the story mode first.
I mean, maybe. I think it was probably more the server issue.
Wait, was it the only game of July? Because I'm worried when I hear about
Best
the best-selling game of Monday.
Well, I mean, there's. All right, I'll say this:
selling game called The Last of Us in July.
There's always a lot of games coming out. When we say this is barren, like this is like a barren, like we've talked about how there's been a barren year so far. There's still a decent amount of games out there. It's not like there's no games. It's just as far as like appealing games. Like a few months ago, Murder Soul Suspect came out, which is a game where you play as like a detective who got murdered. You got to solve your own crime. That's a game. You know what I mean? I didn't care for it, but that is a game that exists in reality. You know what I mean?
It's a game that exists in life.
Yeah, I just overlooked it. Sniper Elite was the same way. Like I just kind of overlooked it. Once I saw it,
That game is so dumb.
Sniper Elite.
Yeah.
I remember seeing footage from that where someone shot off Hitler's testicle.
Yep.
yeah. So
Sniper Elite.
like at first I overlooked it. I was like, I don't care. And then when I saw a lot of footage, I was like, this game actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
But so there were games that came out in July. Like honestly, I did a piece on this. Is that the same day, The Last of Us came out? There was an indie game called Rogue Legacy.
Yeah.
And as much as I love The Last of Us, I think that Rogue Legacy might have been a better game. It's just like super duper addictive.
How many donuts did you give Road Legacy?
4.5. I gave them both 4.5.
Wow.
They were like, I mean, Rogue,
What was your Mario Kart rating?
Bum, bum, bum.
that was a long time ago.
I know, but I don't remember.
All I remember is that.
What was it, Aaron? 3.5 or 3 or something?
Man, this dude over here to my right gave it 3.5 donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went ahead and just
Rogue Legacy
left a donut
Can
in
we
half.
better
can
than
we
I think
can
so.
we
Mario Kart.
can we
Okay.
stop persecuting Zach about that? Every time someone brings it
Seriously.
up.
There's still death threats. Like
I like.
he doesn't.
I like,
He had to move 3 times already.
I like how I told my girlfriend. I
And
was
one is from your girlfriend, the other one's from your brother.
I
I'm
told,
gonna kill you.
I told my girlfriend, I was like, hey babe, I just did our first review for the site. She was like, oh really? It was Mario Kart, right? And I was like, yeah. She was like, what'd you give it? And I told her, she's like, why'd you give it that? like not hey, good job.
Yeah, seriously.
But anyways,
Like, get out of the house.
yeah. So there's
Go find someone else that loves you.
So yeah, 2 free maps. I don't think they specify which maps they are, but they're just kind of like, hey, sorry about the abysmal wait times. Here's 2 maps that are also going to take a long
Yeah,
time.
exactly. You could wait the same amount of time for to
seriously.
load.
Yeah. So anyways, we're going to get into our first question, and here it is.
My name is Sky, and I was wondering what was the first game that you guys played that made you so angry or frustrated that you threw the controller across the room or smashed the keyboard up? Because I know what my one is, but I was wondering what the game was for you guys. Okay, thank you. Bye.
All right, thanks for calling in, Sky.
Thank you, Sky. I love you, Sky.
We love you, Sky.
We love you, Sky.
I just, by the way, hearing that message, I just envisioned Sky just like getting her keyboard and breaking it in half underneath.
I know, right?
I hate this game. I hate this game. Ah!
So I remember the first time I got frustrated, but it wasn't the first time I got frustrated enough to break something that belonged to me.
Yeah, because video games cost money.
Oh,
They're
I mean,
expensive.
no, don't get me wrong. I've broke plenty of things when I was younger over frustrating video games. But
Yeah.
I remember there was a Silver Surfer game for Nintendo, and that game was impossible. It was like stupidly hard. Actually, there's like a famous YouTuber who was on game trailers for a while named Angry Video Game Nerd, and it's exactly what it sounds like. He'll play a game and he'll critique it in a very angry fashion.
Yeah.
And in this case, he did the Silver Surfer one. And I remember when I saw that, right? I was like, finally, this game is going to be pointed out for how ridiculously hard it was.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I mean, it's filled with there's a lot of profanity in this video.
Yeah.
But he just talks about how like impossible a game it is, so frustrating. But as far as like breaking something, I want to say there was a game called Diddy Kong Racing for Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
That was
I actually have that.
it was
game.
an amazing game, and I remember there was the last boss, even though it was a racing game, it was someone you race against. I think he was like a giant pig. I can't remember his name, but I remembered I just could not do that race, and I mean I was probably like maybe 7 or 8, and I remember just it was like unbelievable. I was just I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I kept getting closer and closer and closer, and then I just hit a wall where I just couldn't get any further. And then I got like really close one time, and I totally threw my Nintendo 64 controller against the wall. But if you guys don't know anything about the Nintendo 64 controller and just the way the whole system is,
It doesn't break.
it's made out of the same stuff that Thor's hammer is made out of.
Yeah, your wall. You went through your wall and then it
so
killed
it's-
someone across the street.
I was gonna say it just ripped through my house and destroyed my neighbor's house. No, but seriously, I threw it and it hit the wall, stayed connected to the Nintendo 64, pulled the Nintendo 64 off of a shelf, and the Nintendo 64 landed upside down, so the game hit, and it was still working, and it didn't even freeze. It just kept going. I was like,
Unbelievable.
I was like, good on Nintendo. What about you guys?
I'll let you go, Alicia.
I was telling Aaron when we heard the voicemail, I was like, what is it? I've never been so angry that I broke anything, but I would have to say it would be Home Alone 2 on the Game Boy.
Really?
The
Wow.
original Game Boy, because I remember just that freaking game, man. Like, it was just so ridiculously hard, and then you're supposed to slide, like all the sliding, and then you think you get the pattern down, and like your only defense in that game was like basically running from people and sliding. And so like if you didn't slide at the right time, you're dead. And it just like that's the only real memory I have besides my brother's friend. I remember we were at his house, these neighbors that lived 2 houses from us. He was playing his brother in Madden, and his brother beat him in Madden on the Super Nintendo. And he got so angry that I remember him breaking the Super Nintendo controller in half.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like I just remember that, and I just was like, oh my god, I didn't even think that was happen. Like that could happen. He literally just snapped it in half.
Wow.
Just threw it against the wall. Man. And I was like, okay, it's time for me to go home.
Yeah, seriously, run away.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Does anybody remember the game Rampage for PlayStation?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's an easy game, but what? I just want to bring that up because it just popped out of my head out of nowhere.
for
I was like,
nostalgia.
man, I want to play that again.
Yeah, I want a new Rampage, man. That'd be awesome.
Elvin, you don't know what Rampage is, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay, you're pretty much a huge monster. You're just wrecking havoc through the city.
I'll
Oh,
show
I
you.
remember that.
Yeah,
I
I was
remember
gonna say, I'm pretty sure you've seen.
Well,
it.
I have people that have been to my house. They have a big arcade
Cabinet, yeah.
a cabinet that has like 180 games, and I think I have Rampage on there.
we need
If
to
there
check
is,
it
we're
out.
going out there.
We're doing
We're gonna be
that.
out there for the next 4 hours.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, but now going back to her question, I'm sorry, I like tangents. They're fun as hell.
Yeah.
No, going back to, I didn't play Home Alone 2 because Home Alone 1 was frustrating enough.
Really? I love how this is like
Man,
a commonly known thing.
My mom, she was very religious, so she wouldn't let me play any like dark games or something like that. But Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin, and what 5, 6, 7 years old?
Yeah.
That's a game I'll give my son, which is me. Anyway, so I go ahead and play the game.
But you didn't play it. You didn't
the
play it alone.
object
Did you?
of the game, it's a big old house. It's a big old house. It's 3 stories plus a basement. You go outside, and there's a tree house.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
What you're supposed to do is set traps throughout the whole time for 20 minutes for these cops to come and save you.
I love how you're just explaining the plot. of the Home Alone
I know
movies.
this. I know this because I recently beat it for the first time last year.
Nice.
Because I had to do it before I died.
Wait, how
Anyway,
old is this game?
This game came out
Home
91?
Home Alone 1. So
I don't know.
Was it
Right
for,
after
do
the
you,
So you've been trying to
Do
beat
you-
it for like 13 years?
Yes.
do you remember?
Those games are hard. Like I still haven't. I didn't beat Home Alone 2.
Dude,
Wow.
let me tell you
was
what's
this-
happening.
up,
Hold on,
man.
was this for regular Nintendo or
Regular
Super Nintendo?
Nintendo NES because
Okay.
Mama wouldn't buy Aaron a Super Nintendo.
Okay, I'm gonna go buy that game.
Dude, we
When
can-
I go pick up my
if
NES,
there's it's
I'm
a
gonna
fun
go get that game.
it's a fun game, but you get only so many traps, and every time the what are the 2 burglars?
One's name
the
was
guy
Marv.
from the guy from Very Bad Things.
White,
Wasn't it-
white and white.
Joe Pesci.
Joe
and-
Pesci and the guy from Very Bad Things. That tall Jewish guy.
I
Yeah.
can't think of that dude's name.
But you know when you see him.
I know.
Oh yeah, the tall skinny
Is
guy,
it
the lanky
is it
dude.
Daniel Stern?
No, I don't
maybe,
think
I
that's
don't
him. No.
I could have swore it was Daniel Stern.
I like my audience to tell me who that actor
Back to
is.
Cinecast.
All right, so no, you only get You have so many traps throughout the house. You can release a tarantula. So sometimes when they walk over a tarantula, they get bit and they're like, "Oh my gosh, my foot hurts," and they fall down.
Yeah.
You can drop a chandelier on somebody. There's only like 4 of those, so once you drop a chandelier, that's it. You can't use that again. And throughout the house, you can set like an iron on fire, not on fire, but heat it up, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they'd run over that anyway. So you're just
Daniel Stern.
Is it Daniel Stern?
It was
Okay.
Daniel
I was
Stern.
IMDbing it as well.
All right, dude. No, that game.
Alicia, the maker of video games and movies.
Anyway, for whatever reason, it took 20 minutes for these cops to go to the house and save a little boy from 2 pedophiles.
So there must have been. It must have been in Detroit then.
Pedophiles
Well-
are they're the sticky bandits or the wet bandits, depending.
Well,
Yeah.
that was maybe your point of view. Right now, they're trying to get a little kid.
So you're playing this game and you're afraid they're going to rape you.
No, I'm not afraid about that, dude.
Okay.
I'm getting so frustrated because you get to to the 18th minute. Oh my gosh, I got 2 more minutes. All my traps are running out. I gotta go. And these people, they're getting faster. I guess for all the injuries they get faster.
And the cops just don't care about
the
you,
cops
right?
like, oh man, I got. But guess what, dude? Last year,
Yeah.
July 25th, 2013, I went ahead and beat the game, and that was it. I didn't play it again, and I finally saw the end credits. Oh my gosh, the cops show up, and then the game's over. That's it. The game is over after that. And you're like, is there something else to this? No, the game's over. You're not going to get kidnapped. Live another day.
You're expecting like a knock on the door and someone has like a trophy?
There's
Because
no
you beat
trophies
the
in
game?
Nintendo.
No, right.
You wanted it to be like the last. What was it? The last Starfighter or whatever.
Yeah, but
Where they come to your house like you're the only person who's ever beat this game.
there were times I just throw that controller, and man, I was like a minute or 30 seconds away from beating this game. 20 minutes is a long time for a kid.
I actually have one.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
I have one. Okay, the Gameless has one. Nintendo. Okay, I was a little kid and in my underwear and in a tight little shirt when I was nice and skinny. I was probably, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10. Okay, and I loved to play Top Gun, but I couldn't land.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
I couldn't
that was
land.
hard, too.
I couldn't land, dude. And I was so happy flying. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm flying. I'm shooting missiles. Oh, is that a cruiser down there? Oh, let me blow that up. I was super happy.
Exactly.
But then at the end, I knew what was coming.
You
I
had
gotta
to
land the stupid plane.
They didn't show you how to land. They didn't
No,
show you how to
oh,
land
dude,
at all.
yeah. Dude,
that
so-
that game is notorious for that.
But I'm like, I'm really, really, really like serious about playing it really well. Okay, you guys know me. Like I have to be good at it, right? So I kept trying and trying and trying, and like at the 200th attempt, I got so sick of it, that I slammed my fist on top of my Nintendo, really, really hard, and then the game didn't work anymore.
Oh no.
Okay, so then I'm like, oh man, what did I just do? No one's gonna buy me another Nintendo. So then that's when I figured out that I have to hold one game down and then flip another game
Yeah.
inside
Side
it
of it
Yeah.
and
to
put
make
on
it
top.
work. Yeah, if not, then the
The game bounces out.
yeah, the game
Yeah.
bounces out. It doesn't stay in. So that was my Top Gun. But good news, I became a super expert at landing after that. I never
Nice.
missed a landing after that.
Good job, Quagmire.
Not right after that, but it took a little time, but I figured it out, and that made me the man I am today.
Landing in Top Gun.
Thank you.
Yeah, I tried that a few times. Like, nah, this game sucks.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, another hard game though that just popped in my head was like with the third level of Battletoads or the fourth level of Battletoads.
Battletoads was impossible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was so fun to play one, but before you get to the third level, okay, I'm done. Let's just do the levels 1 through 3 again.
Yeah. No, Battletoads was an impossible game. But anyways, that's gonna do it for us there at Gamer and Gameless, guys. We'll, I almost forgot about our new segment.
Remember this heart to heart we were gonna have?
Yeah. Was this about it?
It's not happening anymore.
Okay.
Deal of the week, my friends and my listeners, Aaron's Angels out there.
There is no Aaron's Angels, dude.
Why you
There
gotta
is
hate,
no
bro?
Aaron.
If you can stop hating, I'm about to tell my listeners what the deal is. Okay,
Go for it,
everybody
dude.
likes a good deal. Everybody, you know it because living in California, it's hard.
Aaron,
Well, I like a good deal. So
All right, there is a Madden bundle right now because Madden comes out on Tuesday. And if you love Madden, you play against your friends. Probably one of the best local games you can have that are out there right now. Playing with Madden, playing football, beating your friend. He picks his team, you pick your team. Man, you keep going. It's a great time. You blow him out. Oh, he's pissed off. He throws a controller. Oh my gosh.
We understand
that
the logistics of Madden.
You realize Madden hasn't changed in X amount of years. I'm pretty sure everyone knows. What
oh wait,
it
so
is.
it's still football hasn't changed, so Madden hasn't
No.
changed.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
year they're putting a huge emphasis on defense. We're gonna find out what
Yeah,
more about it.
still the same thing, but we all know how
right.
Madden works.
So the deal.
So what's
The deal is you get the Madden bundle and the game, $400. But
Wait,
if you already,
wait.
Wait,
For
wait.
$100 or $400?
And-
400 free shipping on Amazon.
400.
And
Yes,
you've yet
okay.
to say the system.
Yeah.
Just
Xbox One.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not the
That-
only game.
that-
That's not the only
And
system that's coming
then
out for.
if you own an Xbox One or PlayStation 4, you can trade in your Madden 25 for Madden 15 for $15.
Which is good.
Which is pretty awesome
they
because
knock off-
Madden's gonna be $59.99, and you don't want to play the old Madden. You want to always get the new sports game, and there you go. So that is deal of the week, sir,
You're trading in your Madden 25 where?
At Best Buy.
at Best Buy.
You didn't mention that part, but
I
okay.
promised I did.
No,
You just don't like me. But,
No,
you
you
know,
didn't
we're-
mention
we'll be
where.
okay.
You didn't mention where to turn it in. That's why I'm like, man,
No,
people
you're
are
like,
gonna
oh my
want to know
gosh.
where to turn it in.
I don't like
Wait,
him.
is
He's
Best Buy
obnoxious.
is Best Buy the new GameStop? We
No.
usually don't
No.
plug Best Buy.
No.
And this deal goes through all next week. So Madden comes out on Tuesday, so if you get paid on Friday, enjoy it and be thankful that you heard deal of the week.
And go
Awesome.
turn in your Madden at Best Buy.
I have a quick question about that deal before we go. The Xbox One bundle, does that include the Kinect?
No.
No.
It doesn't?
No.
They pulled the Kinect out of the boxes.
Yeah. So I think I'm pretty sure the bundle still exists.
Yeah.
But they have one that's $100 less and without a Connect.
How much was my Titanfall bundle that you forced me to get?
$500, and I didn't force you.
You
to
forced me to buy that stupid bundle.
Speaking of which,
every week we go through this. You know this, right?
Yeah.
You were like, "Hey, man, I'm thinking about get back into games after 975 years.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about trying out this Titanfall."
you can actually get a Titanfall for $40 right now. So how's that feel, too?
No, it's let me replay the situation of when I bought that. It's like, Zach, I don't want to buy it. You have to buy it. Is my wife okay? Buy the console. I'll tell you about your wife later. Oh my God! And then it's me, driving to Fry's, buying the console. Like, I bought it. Okay, your wife's on the corner of 1st and 5th.
And I'll tell you how this actually went. Elvin was like, "Hey, I'm thinking about getting an Xbox One. Do you think I should?" "Yeah, I think so." "Why?" "Because," and he's like, "Never mind, I got it already."
You're like, yeah, I think so. He's holding it.
Exactly.
Like 5 minutes later, like, how did you? I don't even.
That
wanna
actually
know.
sounds like me.
That is 100% accurate.
Yeah.
My prediction is Elvin will have a Wii by the end of this year.
A Wii or a Wii U?
Wii U.
No, well, you know what? Is there going to be a Smash Bros. Bundle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
More
we don't
than-
know
more
yet. We
than-
don't know yet.
I
We don't know
promise
yet.
you there is.
Oh,
I
we-
promise
oh,
you.
God.
But
we
is that
officially don't know yet, but I am like 95%.
But is that
sure they're gonna do
is that better than the Mario Kart bundle?
It depends what they offer.
It depends
you.
on what they offer. We don't know what they offer.
But
Because in the
it'll
Mario
be
Kart
good.
bundle, you got like extra games.
Well, what's a
and stuff.
better game?
Maybe, dude.
Let's
Maybe.
not ask
I mean,
Zach
we don't-
because he hates Mario Kart.
We don't know what a better
That's
game
somebody
is
else.
because
We don't know what Smash Brothers looks
yes,
like.
Matt. We don't. We have speculations of what Smash Brothers looks like, but we don't know.
I
what
think
it
there's
is.
going to be an amiibo bundle for for Smash Brothers coming out for
Ooh,
Wii U.
that's a good idea.
I think there is.
That's
Oh, that's a little USB sticky thing, right?
the little
whatever.
characters.
It's not
that you can-
USB, but
Well, it
Yeah.
looks like a USB.
yeah, no, it's like a little figurine that you can like save certain data on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a Smash Brothers bundle. So you think you're gonna pick that up?
That's a great time, man.
We're gonna pick it up for you. We're gonna pass the pot around and put different amounts of money in and get you a Wii.
It'll
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
be like $2.99 as well.
Yeah.
It'd probably be like that's what the Mario Kart bundle was, $2.99.
Yeah. All right.
All right, guys. So that's gonna do it for Gamer Gameless. Remember, you can check us out at facebook.com/GamerGameless, or you can check us out on our new shiny Twitter at.
It's not shiny, bro.
I did it. You're right. I did do it. I say at.
Mm-hmm.
But that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, you can check us out via at Twitter. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's
You,
not
you
either.
can check us out on Twitter.
Yeah, there
at
you go.
Gamer
But
Gameless.
why-
Yeah, that's the right way to say
Why was I having trouble with my prepositions there? You can check us
No.
out on Twitter at GamerGameless, or you can check us out on our website, GamerGameless.com.
We are also on Stitcher and iTunes, so if you would like, please go to iTunes and leave us a review and like actually type in words
Yeah.
and leave us some
Yeah, well,
reviews.
We've got some numerical reviews, which is cool, and we appreciate it, but we'd like to hear you guys' feedback.
Yeah, for the iTunes reviews, if you leave a good review for us, Aaron will personally drive to your house and hug you.
Yeah.
And then you will automatically become an Aaron's angel.
No, there's no such
There's
there's no
such thing as
such
Aaron's
thing.
angel.
Oh, I'm
There's
bringing
no-
it back.
No, you was never
That
there,
doesn't
dude.
exist.
Oh, it always existed.
All right,
I
guys.
just never told you about it.
and then I'll create Elvin's elves, okay, and then we'll fight Aaron's angels.
We're gonna do that.
Zach Zilots. Are we just gonna do this? I didn't have much to work with there.
Alicia's aces.
Alicia's
okay,
fembots.
I like the aces.
All right, guys. Anyways, it's gonna do it for us. Check us out next week. Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Bye.